BTS.
Yes.
Who?
Yes.
It's a great song.
Thank you. I love that song.
What do you learn from working with them on Make It Right that you bring with you for Who?
Yeah, I just honestly, I mean, sadly, we didn't get to be in the studio together. Like, I can't like front about that, you know, because they're crazy busy. Probably the busiest artists in the world, I would imagine, you know, like, I mean,
it's
just being
wild.
so massive globally. I mean, arguably the biggest band.
Working with them and like understanding Make It Right, you must learn something about that creative process because it is different. Like, that had to have been one of the most unique, if not the most unique collaboration on the album.
It was. Well, so I mean, the Make It Right process especially, because that one was like being sent the lyrics, obviously, and then sort of like the overall message of the song, and then being asked to like not just sing a literal translation, to write my own lyrics that are sort of in the same vibe. And like, I was like, you know, like nervous to do something like that. I was nervous to even do it because like I met them once, and on the way out of meeting them, they were like, do you want to do this remix of our song, Make It Right? And I was just like crazy. And then they're like, oh, by the way, you're going to be the first vocalist on the song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like a hot entrance. It's really crazy for me. So the fact that their fan base has been so receptive is, I mean, crazy and amazing.
By the way,
very sweet.
That is extraordinary to have a feature, but start the record.
I know. I'm like, why would you want me on this to start? Like, what?
Yeah, did you ever ask them like why they picked you?
I guess I didn't. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine just because there was kind of a lot of covers circulating on like from like their live streams and stuff. And when I met them, like they were showing me like playlists of like a few of them had like playlists of Lauv songs and their favorite Lauv songs. So I was like, this is really sweet. So
when you are working on a song with them, is there a certain member you're in communication with? Like, how does that whole process work?
No, not really. I mean, there's definitely, you know, it's I think a pretty big team. So a lot of it was kind of through like my management and stuff like that.
Tell me about your relationship with BTS, because this is the second time on this album you've been working with them. They did the remix for you before for Make It Right, and then Who. We love Who, by the way. Y'all need to play that right away.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just feeling that. So tell me how that started, how that evolved.
Yeah. Basically, I met them for the first time at Wembley in London, and I got to see their show. It was just, I don't know if you've seen them live. It was just absolutely
it's exhausting, actually.
All levels. Just like, I was just jaw dropped the whole time, watching the fans, everything. And truth be told, I was kind of nervous to meet them, just, you know. And they were super sweet, you know, very, very, very sweet. It was kind of brief, and then they asked me to do the remix for Make It Right, and that was like my favorite song they had put out. So I was like, absolutely. Recorded that a couple days later in London, and then you know, obviously I was working on my album, and I was kind of like, it could be really cool. I was kind of just taking a shot in the dark. It was like, it'd be really cool to do a song together for my album. And I didn't necessarily think, you know, too much like whether it would or wouldn't happen, but I sent them the demo of Who, and they loved it, and recorded their parts, and and now it's out in the world.
I mean, did that like, was their language barrier an issue for you? Because I know like Halsey became, after she collaborated with them, like got to be really, really close to them, but I feel like the language barrier makes it a little bit difficult.
I just think because there's like such a mutual respect, and also like kind of relating through like the music, that it's good vibes. I mean, I wish we had like more time to actually spend together, you know, because it's like, I'd be lying if I said like, oh, we've hung out like tons of times. I met them, and then like we've like, you know, seen each other a couple times, and it's always like pretty quick because it's like everybody's so busy. But, yeah.
And I almost lost you, but I can't forget you, 'cause you were the reason that I survived. When the morning comes, you're still in my bed, but it's so cold. Who